What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good, because it's always important, especially in life. In life, it's always good to be good, to do good, right? Do stuff, something about doing good. It'll work. My name is Rezernator, and welcome to another story time. I can't remember what was the last story I told you. I think it was back when I was in high school. Maybe I think so. I don't know. I'll link it somewhere, like probably in this little corner, little eye thing will and then I'll link it to the other story time stuff. But anyway, back to the title of this video, which is down there. This is This is a story about a drunk chick who was at my job. Okay, so a little bit of backstory first and foremost. I don't know if you've picked it up on the other videos. I'm in the food industry or the service industry, and I work at a fast food place. But we're pretty famous for our burgers and stuff. And obviously, because I live in Vegas, we're close to the Strip, and alcohol is always present. So we're bound to get some drunk people coming in to our establishment every now and then. With that being said, look, I understand it's Vegas. You came on vacation. You want to have fun. You want to drink. I get it. I get it. I understand. I mean, I've lived here all my life. So it's never really appealed to me all that much, but I understand as a tourist why that would be something that you would want to do. Now, if you're gonna drink, first and foremost, please be responsible. Have a DD, come with friends, don't go by yourself. Do all the responsible adult stuff that you should be doing. Let me go ahead and jump into this story. So the way that we work is when you come up and you order your food, after you're done and you pay and all that stuff, we give you a number so that when we call your number, you can come up and get your food. This works, because most people, they have their receipt, they remember their number, they come up, they get their food, go sit down, eat, and have a good experience. With that being said, every now and then we do have people who either throw away this receipt, forget their number, and that's an easy thing to fix. That's an easy thing. Just find your number and help you. So the day that this situation happened, it was extremely busy. I believe it was like a Saturday or Friday, so we were crazy busy. And there was this drunk girl that was standing at the counter waiting for us to call her number for her food. I knew that she was, a little tipsy, but I wasn't entirely sure how drunk she was until we started calling numbers. Every time that we put some food up there to call out the number, she tried to grab it and take it as her own. I'm like, ma'am, what's your number? What is your number, so that you don't keep trying to steal everybody else's food. So finally, she pulls out her receipt for a number. I'm like, okay, this is your number. Don't touch any other things other than your food, because that's not sanitary and other people want to eat their food, So even after I found out what her number is, she kept trying to take everybody else's food, and every time that food came up to the counter, she would grab it and then try to hand me money trying to pay for it so that she could eat it. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. You have your number, wait for your food. So she's still standing up there. She's trying to take everybody else's food. So now, one of my coworkers up there policing the area because this drunk girl is trying to take everybody's food and start eating it. And she keeps trying to hand, money to us so that she can, eat their food or whatever. I'm like, no, that's not happening. So this goes on maybe for about 5 minutes, I'm getting irritated, but I have to be nice because I'm a nice person, and you have to be nice because even if they're drunk, you have to try and understand and be patient with them and be careful and be nice, right? So after about 5-6 minutes, her order finally comes up. I'm like, here you go, ma'am. This one is yours. Here you go. So she gets it, and then this is the thing I think that tripped me out the most, okay? She ordered her food to go, so we gave it to her in her bag and everything. We're like, okay, here we go. This is yours. Thank you very much. You need anything? No? Okay, thank you. Goodbye. she pulls out the food and starts eating directly on the counter. And like she has no regard for like anything that is going on around, like any other people's food around her. Like she straight up takes out the burger and just starts eating on the counter. Like she's dropping lettuce, she's dropping, you know, like tomato, she's dropping, you know, anything and everything just on our counter. And obviously, like, we have to keep wiping it and keeping it sanitary, but she's not making that very easy. So, and she sits there, like, as much as other people around her were trying to tell her, like, hey, you need to go sit down or do something, like, you can't be eating up here. She did not move, she did not budge, she just stayed up there and she kept eating her food, right? I was like, okay, you know what? That's fine. Like, I'll make sure that I keep everybody else's food away from it, keep it sanitary, keep wiping it down, and then, you know, when she's done, she'll leave. So she's sitting there for maybe like a solid 4 or 5 minutes. She finally finishes her food. She walks away for a second. I'm like, okay. And oh, I forgot to mention this. After she finished eating, she left her trash on the counter. Like that irritated me so much. Like she couldn't even take her own trash and throw it away or do something. No, she just left her trash there, walked away for a split second. I don't know where she went, but here's the kicker, okay? Here's what like absolutely blew my mind. So she like walked away. I had to go over there, you know, pick up the trash, throw it away, wipe it down, have somebody like sweep the floor, you know, for that area to keep it clean. I turned back for all of maybe like 5 seconds. When I turned back around to call back numbers, not only was she back, okay? Not only was she back at the counter, she started eating other people's food. Like, what? Who does that? I turned around and she grabbed this order and she just started eating their fries. I'm like, whoa, what is going on? I'm like, no, you can't do that. So, like, I politely took the food away from her. I was like, ma'am, you can't do that. Like, that's not your food. What are you doing? And she's just like, oh, and she kept trying to take, like, other people's orders. So now we're up there, like, trying to keep all these orders away from her and all this other stuff. And now, obviously, I have to go back and get the food remade because, you know, I'm not gonna allow somebody to eat food that somebody else has touched. Like, that's disgusting. So now, not only, you know, I understand that you're drunk, maybe you don't understand what you're doing, okay? But not only, like, are you trying to take everybody else's food, now you're putting your hands on other people's food, which is not only disgusting and unsanitary, but now I have to get it remade, and that's, you know, wasting food and wasting so many other things. And then I was just, it threw me off. Like, it threw me off so much because I had no idea what was going on. Like, that's the first time I had ever seen somebody do something like that. And it completely caught me off guard. And I felt so bad because everybody around her that was like waiting for their food was so irritated and so like disgusted. And I was like, I'm sorry everybody, like she's drunk, I don't know what you want me to do. You know, like I'm working. And then eventually her friend came up and like moved her away or something, or she left her. I don't know what happened. But yeah, that's what happened with one of the drunk chicks there at where I work. It was very interesting. I honestly didn't expect that to happen, nor could I believe that somebody was that, like, you know, nasty to do something like that and eat somebody else's food. I don't know if you guys work or whatnot, if you ever had experiences with like drunk people, or just experiences with drunk people in general where you had to take care of them or they were like causing a ruckus or whatever. If you have, leave it down in the comments. I want to read it. I want you to let me know. Because I don't know, I feel like drunk stories or like drunk people stories are always very entertaining. That image, I think, of her just eating the food right there will probably always stick in my head because like I couldn't believe it was happening. I really couldn't. And like I try to get my manager, but it's not like you can, you know, like physically do something or try and move them, like, because that's not okay. So I don't know. I really don't know. I hope it doesn't happen again, but again, it is Vegas, so I wouldn't really be surprised. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, hit the like button for me. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Join the community, join the family, join this big funness that is the Rezernator channel, because I'd always appreciate it, obviously. But until next video, I will tell you guys, Peace. And yeah, if you saw this, got a new tattoo. That's gonna be in the next video. Promise.